Hello Google, NeoPioneer here. Want to talk real quick about solar power. Guess you can't have a channel like this and not talk about solar power and making your own energy. So solar power has come a long way since I started messing with it. When I first got into it, I kind of built out all the pieces, or you had a lot of pieces you had to put together to get a system going. So you had an inverter that would take your battery power and turn it into AC power, and then you had to take the power from your solar panels, then a solar charge controller, and put that power into your batteries. And then you had to come up with a method to, say, take power from your generator to charge your batteries. And then there's all the cabling and fuses and all the stuff that kind of goes into wiring all those pieces together, and then actually building your own batteries. Back then, we'd have to put the batteries together, you'd have to top balance them, get them all to the same state of charge, and put your own battery management system on them, and then all the fuses, and there was a lot to it, and a lot of wire crimping and big wires, and electrical calculations, which you have to do anyway once you do solar. But there was a lot that went into it. And back then there was what they called these all-in-one solutions, where you could have like one box, and you could put your solar panels into it, and it was the inverter, and then it was also, you could plug a generator into it. So one box took the place of like 3 different parts or slash systems, and those were okay. They're still in their infancy, and you had to kind of program them a little bit, and there was still some bugs in there. But the all-in-one stuff has gotten a lot better, and it's actually starting to take over. And it's at the point where if I was starting, I would just buy one of those, because you could technically buy one of these all-in-ones, and you pretty much just have to hook it up to a battery, and you're done, and you're up and running. And especially with the batteries now, they have what they call server rack batteries, which, like, the batteries are all pre-built. They have all the fuses. They stack nicely. You can wire them together. So yeah, it's really easy to just buy a battery, or buy batteries, and this all-in-one, and you're pretty much good to go. So like the solars has definitely come a long way. Solar panels have gotten a lot better. You get more output for cheaper prices, and right now the prices are probably the best that they've ever been. There's a lot of competition. And I know with the potential tariffs that are coming, right? So a lot of people are kind of stocking up and buying now, anticipating that, since most of this stuff does come from China, that the tariffs are gonna raise the prices. And that's where I bought a lot of my stuff when I first started. You'd buy it from a Chinese distributor and wait 2-3 months for it to come over on a ship and all that. But there's a lot more American companies stocking this stuff. And so if you were to try and just build a system nowadays, it would be pretty easy. And especially if you're in like a suburban setting and you want to have backup power that's not a generator, it's a pretty good option. Obviously there's some cost to it, and it's not gonna power as long as like a generator would if you had a generator and like a 100-gallon propane tank or something like that. But you just kind of, you augment it. So like if you have a quick power outage, the solar could just kind of kick on. You could have like a transfer switch, and just kind of power your critical loads in your house. And then if it's for an extended period of time, and maybe you don't want to have solar panels sitting in your yard. Maybe at that point you run your generator, and the beauty of that is most of the generators put out a lot more power than you can use at that time. So what you can do is you can pretty much run your house off the generator, and at the same time you're charging your batteries. So you're kind of getting the kind of max efficiency out of it as you're using all that power that it's creating to charge up your batteries and run your house. And then yeah, so it's definitely come a long way. Even for like a smaller backup system, um, it's good to know. So I guess I'll put it that way. If you got the money and a little bit of time to kind of learn it, even just having like a small hobby set up just to kind of get used to it and kind of see what's possible. It's a great time to do it. So hope that was helpful. Take care.